This right here, it's the one of the coolest car you ever seen. This tiny like K car, it's a 4x4 monster to explore nature. And today I will show you the Suzuki Jimny. If you're not familiarized with the term K car, it's a very narrow, very little car in Japan. This one follows the same rules. It's very little, very tiny, very underpowered, but it's got a very robust system of four-wheel drive, and it's just a very cool car. And if you can see this, look how narrow the door is. And look how the suspension works. Yes, it's like a retro Jeep, but a Japanese one. And there's no way better to start this video talk about the front end, or like the cool kids say here in Brazil, fronteira of the Suzuki Jimny. It's very robust, like a very tiny G-Wagon, right? It's very cool. You got LED here on the front, and in the blinkers, and the fog lights is not LED, but you have like this system to wash your headlights if you are on the nature and gets mud over here. You got like a very steep here, and the coolest thing, the funniest thing is the power, because there's not many power here. And if you see right here, we got the heart of the beast, but not. It's a tiny engine, 1.5 liter natural aspirated, no turbo, no nothing, no cloth, no gas piston, nothing. Look how how this weight, and the car is very light either. Not much power, only 108 horsepower. Just that, and that's it. Because this is a very light car. It's only 1,130 kilos. Yes, the power to ratio horse by kilos is 10.5. So, not much. The torque is not much either. 150 Newton. Yeah. Not much, I know. Only a 4-speed automatic. Yeah, you don't have a lot of power. If you got more gears, it can distribute very well. If you want, you can buy a manual one, and it's a 5-speed. And do nothing to 16 in about 15 seconds. If you want speed, that's not your car. No. This is an adventure car. But if you think the engine is tiny, let's see the trunk. But first, let's see some funny things. Like you have this hole here to let the engine breathe, but not. It's a fake one. Yeah, of course, it's a fake one. We have like a black roof, and look at that. You have a rear spoiler. Why? If one day you feel like you're worthless, remember of this. And you have here in the back, we don't have disc on the brake, just drums. In the front you have disc, but you don't have independent suspension, not in the head, not in the front. Let's talk of the back. We Brazilians love a beautiful back like this. You have the spare here and opens like that, like a door. And look at that, just 85 liters, almost nothing. You have like a secret compartment here to store your mistress phone. This car is like, you have 4 seats, but you kind of don't have. You want to use this car like this. You see, like a big trunk and only 2 seats. If you do that, you have almost 400 liters of storage. If you measure like 1 meter here and almost 85 centimeters. It's good enough for me to stay here. And if you work for the Caprice, you can store like maybe 3 bodies here and go on the woods. You have a charger here if you wanna put your cooler here on the beach and drink your Kool-Aid. Oh yeah! But like I said, we have 2 seats in the back. Let's see how hard is it to get there. You see, you have these levers. Okay, that's almost good. Let's see. It's easy to go in. That's what she said. Here in the back, you don't have like nothing of space. You see, this bench seat, it's for me. I have 1.83 meters, so not a lot of space. If you put this seat way on the front, you have a lot of space, but too bad for the passenger on the front. Here, only in plastic. Plastic is like plastic with crab, not with P, with B. Let's keep this channel family friendly. You have grabbles here in Brazil. We call this holy shit handles because if you're gonna crash, you say holy shit. And the VWs here don't have this. So suck it, VW. Look. Even the windows are tiny, are thin. You have this like. You can use this for hook accessories like a shovel or something to camp in the car. Very cool. And you got a little light here so you can see the bodies you're gonna drop off in the wood. We have claw with the leather seats, just like that. It's not very nice to stay here. For you to go out, you have like a pedal here and opens up. It's easier to go out than to go in. That's what she said. In the front, compared on the back, we have a lot more room. Whew, I can breathe once again. The key is like very simple, not at all. You just stick it in like an old school car. A lot of things of this car, it's an old school car. The seats, it's okay. You have just manual adjustment. I don't say adjustments because you only have this. Yeah, you don't have height. No. The steering wheel too, it falls off and you don't have like this, like Roku steering wheel. No, the steering wheel in this version is with leather. We have cruise control, not adaptive, just normal, like to control the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. You have automatic headlights. You don't have automatic clean windshield, and don't have a mirror here. On the door, same thing, plastic with this thing if you wanna take it out and put another thing here. Like I say, it's a very, very thin door. And the window is thin too. You can see? It's like not a lot like a normal car. And if you can see this, the car shakes. It's like a new car, but it gives you that retro vibe, you know? Like you ride an old school Jeep. And this is kind of cool until you see the price. It's expensive, yeah. Hold on a minute. Here you have a grab handle too. Like you can see, you can unplug those things. And if you want to store some things, you can store your mistress phone here. The air vents, you don't have a lot of airbags. Just this one, and that's it. That's all you got. You got a rear camera, and you get Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, but only with the cable. No wireless at all. No wireless at all. You have 2 climate controls, like half digital, half manual, like here. No dual zone, just plain simple. Like right here. Only the driver window, it's automatic, only one. They can't afford to go 2. Aqui to disengage the traction control, hill descent assistant, like a little storage here, 12 volts, and USB, normal, not C. And here you can shift the gears. Low, 1 and 2, drive, neutral, here, and here the camera, and park. This one is the coolest thing about this car. Why is that? You have 2 wheels, 4 wheels here, and 4 wheels low, and you use these two on low, because what most people don't get on the off-road, especially on the mud, what counts more is not power, it's weight. This car is very light, and if you get like a low 4-wheel drive like this car has, you can go where most of big cars like weight 2 tons, 2.5 tons can go. This is very cool car for that. If you want a car to drive every day, go get your kids on school, this is not your car. This is the car for adventures. That's it. This is the gauge clusters, very simple too. You have RPM, the speed here. Remember, okay, this is kilometers, not miles. And you have this little gauge here. External temperature, hours, the shift gear, average, and you can change things with this button or this button. Does the same thing. Why there are 2 buttons? I don't know. Average, the range, and the instantaneous consumption here. Very simple. You got nothing here, nothing. Here, you only have mirrors, no lights. Just this light, and this one, nothing. If you go here, you get an old school handbrake, 2 switches with nothing, and cup stars here, and one, I don't know what you're gonna start here. Now is the funny part of the video, the price. Converting it to today money, this will cost around $32,000. Yeah, the price of a base Mustang, $32,000. Like I said, Brazil is great, but our cars are expensive as shit. There you go, folks. Let's see what's all about it, about this little Suzuki Jimny. I remember of South Park. Jimny! This is a very funny, cool, like, it's cool like it's nobody's business, this car. You know, it's cool in his own league, and there's just him in that league. It's tiny, it's easy to park, it's funny to drive. It's like driving a 80s car, but it's cool. You know, you see a bump, you don't need to slow down. Oh, look, another one. If you ever wonder how a Brazilian street here in São Paulo is like, it's like this. You see, you can do it. You can do anything. If I want to, I can climb this ladder. You know, it's a very powerful but tiny. As Latin Americans have a hero of our own called El Chapulín Colorado. And he's tiny. It's like this car. It's very funny. I mean, if you compare this car like a Bronco Sport or another car like that, come on, it's a crap car. You know, you don't have nothing here. The infotainment, it's bad. The cruise control is bad. Everything, the suspension is bad. But this car is not for that, you know? This car is for compare with nothing. It's just him, you know? If you like to go on adventures, to go to faraway lands, beaches, mud, go in the snow, this is the car. This is cool as F, you know? It's a very cool car. But once again, you don't have a lot of power. You see, I'm flooring it. Only 4-speed automatic or 5-speed manual. You know, you don't have a great fuel efficiency here. You know, it's like 9 in the city and 13 the highway. Liters per kilometer. I'm gonna translate here in miles per gallon. if you ever run there. This car is not sold in the US, you know, and too bad. It's a great car. You see, in Brazil, not a lot of people do this. What can I say? It's a very cool car. I like this car so much. But you need to be in this kind of car culture to do adventures, to go in the wild with the car. If you buy this to commute, you're gonna regret it, you know? I mean, you can commute with this car, like I buy this car to do adventures, but today I will go to work. Okay, you can do that, but you know what I'm saying. Let's go to the highway to embarrass ourselves. Let's do it. First of all, go grab some popcorn, some nachos or something, because we're about to do the nothing to 60 and it's gonna be slow. Very, very, very slow. And to do this, we first gonna accelerate a little bit here so you can know what I'm talking about. You see, a lot of noise and no action. A lot of noise and no real action. It's a tiny engine. Okay, it's a very light car, but there's no miracle. 4-speed, automatic, this is what you're gonna get. And you know, it's very fun to do an off-road trip with this car, but to get to the park or to the farm or wherever, it's not gonna be fun, you know. But come on, it's just like driving an old Defender. It's not fast. That's it. It's not fast. So is this car. This car, it's for one purpose only: off-road. That's it. The dirt, the mud, the sand, the rock. This is the car. This is very, very, very cool car for only for that. That's the thing. Only for that. If you can spare the money to have 2 cars, maybe 3, maybe 4, this is the cool car to do an off-road. And to be so tiny, it's cool, you know, if you drive on the city in a crowded place. Hear that? You know? It roars like a lion, but it stings like a butterfly. I mix up the Muhammad Ali. You know? That's it. You hear a lot of wind. Like in this road, I can do 120 kilometers. Listen to the engine at this speed, you know? It's working a lot for a tiny speed. It's funny. Oh my God. Did you get the popcorn, the nachos? Let's go accelerate. Nothing to 60. Or here in the case, nothing to 100 kilometers. Like we say in Brazil, 0 a 100. You see, I teach something here. Give a slap on the like button for me. Thanks for the tip, Davey. Let's do it. Traction control is off, air is off. Thirteen high, almost 14. It's okay. I thought it was gonna be slow. I told you it's gonna be slow. There's no secret. So this was the Suzuki Jimny. If you look like a family car, this is not for you. This is an adventure car. Very cool, yeah, but very, very bad to use it every day. Just use it for adventure. Very cool car.